died in his 50s or even early 60s. And I really keep getting like a strong connection to alcoholism when he was in the living world. He does show me that he leaves behind children here. And he just shows me that there's a big struggle with alcohol. There's a big struggle with alcohol. There's a big struggle in stopping, is what he's telling me. I do feel like there were times in his life he was able to stop, but it kind of causes him to pass into the spirit world. So while I feel like this happens in his body, I still don't feel like it's natural causes, because I feel like he causes it within himself, would be my sense. He's in his 40s, early 50s. When I get him, I do keep getting drawn here to the liver. I am getting him as a father figure as he's coming through. And he's just telling me he has a lot of ups and downs in supporting his family and being there for his family in his life. But he does seem like a father figure for the person that is here today. Would this resonate with anyone in the audience? Okay.
Just not the age.
Just not the age,
Yeah.
but he's your dad.
Yeah.
Would that be said? Okay. And would he have had liver issues? Would you know this to be true?
I don't know.
Okay, you don't know, but does he also die very quickly? Would you know that to be true? When he passes into the spirit world, he tells me it was very quick, is what he's sharing with me. But he also shows me all these ups and downs in his lifetime, and that he could never really kind of get a handle on things, is what he's saying. And I feel like he was away from the family, and then he came back, and then he goes away, and then he comes back. But during the whole process, he says things that I feel like are, but only intoxicated, not unintoxicated. Like, only when he's intoxicated does he say these foolish things that he says still hang in the hearts of his children. Would you know this to be true? And he's telling me that he just didn't want to take responsibility for his own demons, so to speak. And I do feel like this runs in the family, though, is what he's sharing with me. Is all this true so far? Okay. So he acknowledges that, but as he shows up to me today, he's showing up in a way to make amends. Remember, we talked about apologies and all that other good stuff.
Yes.
And he says, though, that you, on some level, were expecting maybe to hear from him this evening. And he says you might have even asked him, is my feeling. And he says you asked him quite a bit, is what he's telling me. You asked to connect with him quite a bit. He's telling me, though, that when he's sober, you have a lot of good memories of your dad, is what he's saying. Like, there's a lot of good stuff there with him. And he says, I hope you can focus on that and not this. Now, you know, realistically, you're going to bring that other stuff up because that's part of who we are. You know, we just ruminate on things that have happened to us. But as he comes through to me, he shows himself as healed. And he says that he wants you to know that, because I feel like, remember when I said, is there anything anyone could do for their people in the love in the spirit world? He says that you're always wishing good things for him and always wishing that he is better than he was when you left. And he also shares with me that you don't have closure and that you didn't get to say goodbye. Is that true? Okay. So he says that he shows up, and are there children for you now, too? He's very proud of you as a mom. He says you're doing it different. You're breaking the pattern. You know that to be true as well. He's really proud of that. He's like, yeah, that's my girl. She's doing it. She's the one doing it. And so I feel like when he comes through, he brings through these loving messages of like, I'm proud of you as a mom. Thanks for breaking the cycle. When I talked about healing back through the tapestry of our ancestors, he says you do that tenfold, and he's just sending you all this love. I feel like he wants to help you in your healing process as well when he comes through. And what he also shares with me is this message of, did your dad curse?
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to just say, please excuse me, don't take shit from people. Okay? I don't know why he's saying that, but there must be something going on in your life right now. Okay, good. He says that's his opinion on that subject, and I do feel like he asked him before, what do you think of this? What should I do? Does that make sense?
Yes.
So he comes through with this message of love for you, to know that he's healed. And when I also think of him, when I connect with him, I keep seeing like a bike. and I feel like I'm like with a little kid's bike or something about a bike, is what he's sharing with me. But I feel like I'm teaching you how to ride a bike, or I'm like he's with you for that. So he might have messed some stuff up, but he teaches you how to, there's some memories attached to riding a bike with your father. He's sober in those memories when I'm seeing him.
Motorcycle.
And he says, oh, motorcycle bike. And I just feel like he just really wants to acknowledge you in that way, whatever the bike connection is. And I just feel all this love from him, and it's like, remember me back then, remember who I was back then. And I just feel his love for you. So just know that he's here today, and he says she was expecting me. So